Hey guys, Brian here. I'm the video producer with Big Owls. I do all the filming, all the editing, everything to do with video. As you can see, I'm out in farmland, what it looks like. I'm in the middle of nowhere. But I'm here for a reason. I have a surprise for you guys. You want to see? Yeah.
Hey, Brian. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the middle of nowhere, essentially. I moved, and now I'm in the country, and I have chickens. Do you want to go see these chickens? Hold on, let me grab my shoes. I'm actually totally new to chickens, but when you move to the country, your first instinct is to just get a whole bunch of animals and kind of wing it. Get it? Because they're like that. They're chickens. Hey guys, how's everybody? Good, good. I'm gonna go grab my favorite one. Come on, bud. This is my favorite chicken that I've got. Because in case you don't know, chickens are so friendly. There you go, buddy. Also, I don't know at this age whether or not they're male or female for the most part. I think this one's a hen. I don't know. I'm just hoping to get lots of eggs and as few roosters as possible. It's just a camera. I know, I felt like that my first time. All right, back in the house. They're following us. All right, so more importantly, I gotta show you something. So this is the new studio. It's not completely finished because I'm sure you can tell there's no tanks in it, but it's gonna be very tankful and ever evolving. So the whole idea is that things will constantly be changing here. Right now, we've got a lot of actually my personal stuff that I've just kept and held on to that I really like. Some of the books that I've gotten over the years, some products that I've held on to, even if they're not currently in use, I refuse to give them up. I actually, believe it or not, used to breed ball pythons, and although these aren't the ones that I bred, this photo is from a friend of mine, a very talented photographer, and they gave it to me, and I've kept it as a memento to remind me of my ball python breeding days. No judging, okay? I enjoyed it while it happened. It was fun. Okay, so this is something really cool. This is a crazy old air pump. I actually am not even sure when it was made. It's got a, like basically an electric motor that is controlled via a little rheostat here and an on-off switch. Turns the motor, turns a wheel, turns a piston, which pumps up and down in this little chamber and then comes out of there. The air comes out. From Permalife, which I don't even think exists anymore, but I'm sure somebody will correct me if I am wrong. So this is my computer area where I don't do any editing because that's not my job, but this is where I like to do a lot of my research. I'll sit down and kind of flesh things out, make sure everything's going as planned, and order everything we need for the studio here. I've also put some soundproofing in because this room echoed like you wouldn't believe and probably still does minorly, but nothing's perfect. So this right here is the beautiful plant that Brian and his family gave us when we first got to Nova Scotia not too long ago, and I love it so much that I decided it has to be a permanent piece in our studio here. So here it shall remain. I love you too, Brian. So my family and I have moved from Toronto, Ontario, city living, all the way out to beautiful coastal Nova Scotia, and we now live in the country. And I have chickens, and I love it here. It's amazing. But in the process of doing that, I now no longer have any aquariums. What you see here is what I've got. I know a lot of you have been asking about the 265 and how it's doing, but as you can see, I don't have it anymore. There's a good reason. It was way too complicated and costly to bring the 265 as far as we moved. And I figured it would be a lot better to use the lack of a 265 as potential for making another mega build or a series of new aquariums rather than resetting that one up. So I left it behind. It's got a fabulous new home with a new owner who's very happy. But now we have this tank devoid space that we get to play with, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. So I got to set up some tanks, and that means you guys get to come along for the ride for every tank I set up in this place, which there's going to be quite a few, I think. And I was thinking maybe it's time I do a saltwater build, maybe a reef, because you guys have been asking for that for a long time. So I'm going to get on that one. I've also got some planted tank ideas floating around. But more importantly, I really want to know what you guys would like to see in terms of videos, whether it's setting up new tanks or learning about a new fish or reptile or doing a product review, or maybe there's a process that you don't understand fully and you want me to explain it in more detail. That's what I'm here for. Let me know what to do and I will do everything I can to get those videos made for you. So make sure you subscribe, because that's the only way you're gonna get notified when those videos pop up. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to check back randomly. And why do that when you have the comfort of subscribing and then just having them show up and be like, hey, guess what, I'm here. The thing you asked for, it's ready. And also, we gotta keep on tanking, because you see this place, there's no tanks. That's sad. I have to tank on, otherwise this will remain a tankless void where I will be sad and tankless. So tank on. Keep on tanking. That's what we'll do. Aquariums. Hey guys, it's Thomas here and welcome to the new studio. I'll do another one just for fun.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of you guys have been asking about the 265 and where it is and how it's doing, but it's not either doing or is.